Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back to In the Beyond. Today I'm back with another timeless pick a card reading, and we're going to be looking into what messages your spirit guides have for you today. So take all the time you need to see which pile you're most drawn to. Right here we have pile number 1 with this Jaguar Jasper. We have pile number 2 with this small clear quartz cluster. And we have pile number 3 with these 3 seashells. So if you need to meditate, you can pause the video if you need more time to see which pile is calling out to you. And I will see you at your timestamp below in the description box. So yeah, let's get into these readings. Let's see what's in the cards and let's go in the beyond. Hi, pile 1. If you were drawn to the Jaguar Jasper, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what messages your spirit guides have for you today. We're going to start with oracle cards, and then I will be pulling some tarot as well. So to start off, we have the flute card with expression. We have air with creativity coming out. We have the honeybee, divine feminine. You are being called on to rise. And we also have the swan card, graceful transformation, soften your heart, and find your flow. So right off the bat, I'm hearing some clear messages from your spirit guides. I feel like if you were drawn to this pile, you're really being asked to find a sense of flow and self-expression. Find something where you can get into the flow state. You can be connected to that inner divine feminine energy and that self-expression. So whether that is enjoying some time, maybe listening to music, playing music, or dancing, I feel like the energies and rhythms in music would be really helpful for this pile right now. There just seems to be a lot of this gentle, nurturing, divine feminine energy that wants to come into your life to help you with your own creativity and your own self-expression. In these cards, I'm seeing a lot of orange and blue, which to me symbolizes energies and awakenings in the throat chakra and the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is our creative center as humans, no matter what gender we are. It's our second chakra. It's associated with orange and joy, enjoyment, pleasure, sensuality, self-expression as well. And I just feel like there's a lot of creative energy that wants to be expressed through you right now. I'm hearing you are a divine vessel for creativity. Your creative practice might be very in alignment to your spiritual one. And I'm just feeling there's a lot of energy that wants to move through you, wants to be expressed through you at this time. This card says, soften your heart and find your flow. I feel like graceful rhythm would be very helpful for this group. If you don't resonate with being connected to music, this could just also be talking about anything related to your throat chakra. It could be a creative endeavor where you are expressing more from your throat chakra. So whether that is writing, even drawing and painting, writing stories, acting out stories, maybe having a blog, making videos, or just anything where you are expressing your inner world to the outer world. I feel like your spirit guides are really wanting you to bring something from your inner world and express it out into the greater world and have other people connect to your creativity and expression. So however that resonates with you, it could be music, it could be dance, it could be acting, drawing, painting, creation of any type, really. Whether you love to cook or bake or just craft, make candles, it really could be anything. There just seems to be a strong message coming from your spirit guides to allow yourself to get into that gentle rhythmic flow and start to express your creativity. So let's pull some tarot to see if there's more information that wants to come out. Spirit guides for pile 1. Are there messages for my pile number 1? Coming out first, we have the Fool. Pile number 1, messages from spirit guides. We also have the Root of Wands coming out. And the 5 of Wands. So yes, there's a lot of creative energy around you at this time. We have the Root of Wands and the 5 of Wands coming out. That tells me that there's a lot of creative energy at your disposal right now. You're very connected to the element of fire, which can indicate a lot of passion, inspiration, drive, and creativity. With the 5 of Wands coming out, you might feel conflicted about maybe how to express this creativity, or you might be experiencing some blockages. But with the Fool card coming out, I feel like your spirit guides really want you to step into this new energy, step into the unknown. There seems to be a lot of limitless potential for you at this time to express your creativity in new ways. Maybe step onto a path of something new, maybe take a new art class or learn a new skill. That could be something that could be really helpful for you at this time, to be inspired by something that you've never done before. And I'm also feeling with this Fool card, this seems to be very connected to your path and your purpose. I'm feeling with the salmon, how salmon spend their lives swimming upstream back to the point of their birth. This seems to be very in alignment with your soul mission at this time. It feels very purpose driven. It feels very powerful and like a really positive step in the right direction. Yeah, and with this bumblebee, I'm just feeling like this is part of your soul mission, part of the work that you're meant to bring into the world right now. Has to do with creativity and your self-expression, putting your inner thoughts into the world and sharing them. Yeah, it could be writing a book, having a blog, starting something new that maybe you've never done before. Taking your self-expression and your creativity really to the next level is what your spirit guides want you to focus on right now. Yes, this just feels very divinely inspired, and you really do feel like you are a creative vessel and container for divine inspiration, and sharing that divine inspiration out with the world could really help a lot of people and could inspire other people to want to be creative and express their inner world to the outer world as well. Yeah, so that is what I'm seeing with my pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really love doing these readings, and if you did like this, please like and subscribe, and I would really love to see you in one of my next readings. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hi, pile number 2. If you were drawn to this clear quartz cluster, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what messages your spirit guides have for you today. We're going to start with some oracle cards, and then I'll be pulling some tarot as well. To start off, we have plant medicine with truth. We also have the West card of purge. We have the antelope with new pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. And we also have the whale card coming out with the tenderness. Show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. Wow, so this is really interesting, powerful energy that's coming out first for you guys. Whenever I see the truth card with the plant medicine, this card right here, I always feel like your spirit guides and the messages are about shifting your perspective and seeing a situation with more clarity and more truth, whether that is maybe you've been kind of misperceiving something in some way, whether it's like a truth about yourself or a truth about somebody else. And with the West purge card and the antelope with new pathways, I feel like your spirit guides are asking you to see a truth for what it is, see a situation for what it is, and there's something that you're being called to leave behind and purge right now. I feel like there's definitely something that your spirit guides want you to leave behind. They want you to move on from. They want you to ask yourself whether you are truly happy on your current path right now, or if there's something that would bring you more happiness. Is there a truth and a pathway that would lead to more happiness for you right now? Is there something that you can leave behind to move on to a pathway to where you are more happy and more fulfilled? This could be limiting beliefs about yourself or a situation, or this could also be a more tangible situation, if it is maybe leaving a place or a person behind to start something new. It could be different, just take what resonates. This is a general reading, and I feel like your spirit guides are really wanting you to bring self-compassion and just compassion in general to this situation. If you are resonating with this being a limiting belief, your spirit guides are saying, Have compassion for yourself. Don't get down on yourself because that limiting belief is maybe something that you were seeing as truth. Have compassion to realize that that limiting belief maybe helped you survive in a situation, but now it's ready to be purged and released, and you're ready to move on. So just keep compassion in your focus right now, whether it's compassion for yourself or the situation or another person. Definitely try to stay compassionate while you are leaving something behind and stepping onto a new path. So let's pull some more tarot cards to see more information. Let's see what else your spirit guides want to say about this situation. We have the Empress card coming out. The Five of Wands is coming out. And the Six of Cups. Wow, so a lot of messages. I'm feeling like the situation that you're being asked to leave behind could be something having to do with an old friend or something from your childhood. So if it's like a limiting belief that maybe you picked up in your past because of maybe you were in an environment of conflict, so you had to pick up some survival limiting beliefs maybe. Your spirit guides are just saying, have compassion for where you were at that point in your life and realize that these beliefs or these people or this place served you in the past, but now you are ready to release this situation, these beliefs, or potentially friendships or relationships are ready to be released. I'm feeling like your spirit guides really want you to ask yourself and be honest and truthful with yourself to see if you are happy on your path. If you are really feeling fulfilled, if you're feeling abundant and radiant on your current path, because there could be situations, places, and people that if you did leave them behind, you might be opening yourself up to greater abundance and greater happiness. So I feel like that is the main message for pile number 2. I'm feeling like your spirit guides want you to know that if you are able to gently purge these beliefs, situations, places, or people, that you will be feeling greater abundance and happiness and joy. With the Empress card, I'm just feeling like on a new path, there's a lot of joy and abundance for you. And you might have been drawn to the clear quartz because clear quartz can signify clarity, clear sight, clear visions, getting really clear about where you want to go and what you want to do. And I feel like that is the direction that your spirit guides are asking you to contemplate and move towards. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for group number 2. If you did like this video and it resonated, please like and subscribe. And I'd love to hear about it in the comments section below. I really love doing these readings, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. And I would love to see you in one of my next readings. Hi, pile 3. If you were drawn to these 3 small shells, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what your spirit guides want you to know today. What messages do they have for you, pile 3? we are going to start with some oracle cards, and then I will be pulling some more tarot as well. So to start off, we have the rattle card with disperse. We also have the bones for casting and divination card. And we have leaf cutter ant, army of life, ask for help, seek support, you are not alone. And we also have dolphin spirit, Atlantis, healing wisdom is surfacing, stop and listen. Wow. So there's some strong clear energies coming through right away from your spirit guides, pile number 3. There seems to be a lot of spiritual energy around you at this time, and your spirit guides are asking you to really start to pay attention. Really stop and listen and start to pay attention for synchronicities, things confirming your intuition, coincidences and synchronicities playing out in your external world right now. I feel like you might be asking your spirit guides for guidance, and you might be seeking a lot of guidance from your spirit guides, and they want you to know that they hear you and they have a lot of messages for you. You're definitely supported by your spirit guides right now. They're very strongly around you. There's lots of spiritual energy around you, and they just really want you to kind of like hone your skills in perceiving messages from the spirit world. With this dolphin card and the ant card, both of these animals are in big, large groups. So I'm just seeing that you are very supported, you're not alone, and there's a lot of energy around you, whether you can see it or not. And your spirit guides just really want you to start to hone your spiritual visions. Try to work on your skills of communicating with the unseen. Ask your spirit guides for messages and ask them for guidance in how to hear those messages and guidance in how to see or perceive those messages. How can you start to perceive more of their synchronicities and their messages that they have for you? There just seems to be a lot of energy around you at this time, and your spirit guides are definitely close to you, and they want you to know that. So let's pull some more tarot cards to see what the messages your spirit guides have for you are. We have the 5 of Stones coming out. Pile 3, Spirit. We have the 2 of Cups. Let's get one more card, please, Spirit, for pile 3. Oh wow, the Death card is coming out. Okay, so I'm feeling like, or your spirit guides are telling me that you have in the past maybe felt like you couldn't really hear Spirit's messages. Maybe you kind of felt unsupported, a bit abandoned, left out in life in general, or maybe you could just kind of felt like a little bit closed off, like it was harder to hear the messages from the spirit world. And with these two cards coming out next to each other, your spirit guides just want you to know that you're stepping into a new energy. You're stepping into an energy where you will finally feel home in the universe. You're finally gonna feel like you have your home and your place in the universe. And you're finally gonna feel this support from your spirit team. And in your relationships and just world, your outside world as well, your physical world as well, I'm hearing. You will finally feel supported and more balanced. And whenever I see seashells, I always feel like their message is to listen. Seashells are very connected to me. They're very connected to listening to our calling, to listening to the unseen world, to listening to the ocean. When you were younger, or just in general, did you ever put your ear up to a seashell and you could hear that humming noise that people said was the sound of the ocean? And I also feel that seashells, if you've ever seen an image of what our inner ear looks like, our inner ear has a very spiral shape to it that could be perceived as a similar shape to the spiral of a seashell. So I just feel like I feel seashells are very connected to listening to our inner guidance, listening to the spirit world, listening to the messages from the other world, you know, listening and hearing messages from the beyond. So your spirit guides really want you to trust your intuition, really listen to your intuition, start trusting it, really get quiet and try to listen and hear your spirit guides. Try to hear the messages from the other worlds. Try to really get calm and clear and listen. Ask yourself and your intuition, where am I being called? Where am I being led? What's my calling at this time? And really just take the time to listen to whatever comes back. Take the time to stop and listen to any wisdom that you might be able to gather from your inner knowing and from outside synchronicities that you might be experiencing. So your spirit guides really have a strong message for you. They really want you to start to create your own language with the universe, create your own language with your spirit guides. Really ask and get clear about how you communicate with them and how you communicate with the unseen world. We all communicate in different ways. Some of us might be more visual, and we might get little images or messages that pop up in a visual way. So maybe you might see something in your inner vision like a butterfly, and maybe throughout your day you might be seeing butterflies a lot. Like you might see a bumper sticker of a butterfly, or just, you know, someone's wearing a shirt with a lot of butterflies, and that could be a message for you on that day to kind of, you know, meditate on and see, okay, my spirit guides are communicating to me in this way. What does this message mean to me? Some of us communicate in more auditory ways. We might hear messages more. So in our dreams, we might hear people talking. We might hear our spirit guides talking to us in dreams. Throughout our day, we might overhear conversations that strangers are having, and they might have a message for us that is potent. Or we might hear messages through music. You could be somebody who's very connected to meditation, and maybe that's how you get your downloads and your spiritual insights. You might be somebody who takes quiet walks in nature, and that's when you get your downloads or your messages from your spirit guides. The examples are really endless. We all communicate with spirit in different ways, and your spirit guides are just asking you to start walking down this path of deepening your relationship with your communication to the unseen world. Really focusing on listening and taking the time to listen and observe and see how you pick up your messages. And yeah, I feel like you're very supported right now. There's a lot of spirit guides that have been around you and working with you, and they just really want you to really focus on this work right now of trusting your messages and learning how you get messages and trusting your intuition. I love that you guys were drawn to the seashells and these seashells came out. It's just such a synchronicity for me. So yeah, the messages are just to really listen and observe and learn how you communicate with the unseen world. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I would love to see you in one of my next readings.